righteousness, and thy love is the truth. Reach the truth.
All right, so where we at? What we doing? Y'all want to do the abortion first?
Yeah. We're going to touch on it. We're going to cut the head off the snake.
Babe, the murderers.
Is this was it the
Is that
post?
the first one?
No, it's not the post.
Kevin, where's the post?
There you go. There you go.
They trying so hard.
Yeah, read that.
Abortion is when a baby gets the death penalty for someone else's
Put that on the screen.
That's deep.
Read it again.
What
does that say?
Abortion,
that's murder, right?
is when a baby gets the death penalty for someone else's actions.
That's deep. So, because babies now have choices that the white man has given them. You can't call it. You can't just determine the gender of the baby because the baby never decided no more. Right. But they don't have the decision to say whether they live or die.
Right.
But they have the decision to say whether they are a boy or girl. So which one is it?
Which one is it? Yeah.
Why are you giving that decision, but not the decision whether they live or die? Very foolish stuff. Abortion is when go ahead, sis.
No, or if you get into a fight with a pregnant woman or something like that,
and the baby
dies, it's murder.
That's double homicide.
Yeah, it's homicide.
They still call it feticide. If you kill a fetus, it's called feticide. If you kill an unborn baby, they call it feticide, but it don't apply to abortions.
Dang.
No, that makes no sense.
Look the word up. It's called,
Let's look it up. Look it up.
feticide. F-E-T-E-C-I-D-E.
So on Esau's records, you can still go on his law book. You can still go to jail for this.
Yep.
Right.
Destruction or abortion of a fetus. So
Wow.
It's feticide.
they committing feticide, but they don't apply that to
the actual carrier of the fetus. Oh boy! This is the world we live in, y'all.
Right. The carrier of the fetus is scot-free.
She is scot-free.
She
They
exempt.
innocent.
She exempt the feticide.
It's her choice.
Yeah. Damn.
Even if the
You can be a
baby's too.
murderer, or you cannot be a murderer. You want to be a mama, or you want to be a murderer? Which one?
They
She has the right
They
to
both start
choose.
with M.
Damn.
Oh,
You want to be a murderer, or you want to be a mama? Which one?
It's a mamarer.
It's definitely confusion.
A murder
You
mom.
know, in the Old Testament, it showed that our forefathers did that when the kids was actually born after they wasn't living. So Esau find that clever way. You know what? You could do it before.
Yeah.
And you won't feel as guilty. You won't feel it's a conscience.
Nothing.
Esau know how the mind works.
It don't got a name yet. No,
Yeah.
it doesn't have a name yet. You'll be
Let's not
fine.
call it
Let's read that
abortion.
right there. You got something to say on that?
I was going to say that for every action, there is going to be a reaction. There's always like a cause and effect. And so this whole Roe versus Wade and abortion issue, I was talking about this earlier. I'm hoping that they do away with Roe versus Wade. I do hope that they make it illegal because what it will force people to keep their legs closed and their Bible open, like I always say. So Virginity needs to make a comeback, and that's a whole. The way that I feel about this whole issue is that one of the reasons why we have this, and we'll go into that later with Superhead and so forth. Is big. I'm sorry, with whatever her name
Corinne
is.
Stephan.
Tell it like it is,
I
mama.
was
Tell it like
just
it
a
is.
shock. I mean, I knew.
I'm sorry.
Tell it like it is.
When it
Sorry,
came out.
because
He
it was
knew
very
that-
popular
knew
when
that
I
word.
was younger.
You one of them people that think that she walk on clouds in the
No.
world.
No, I'm not. It just still was a shock. Like,
No, it's who
never heard of
I'm
Superhead?
married to.
He
and
knows
it's-
she's
I 100% get it.
Okay.
Just,
I'm
when you
sorry.
said who we were talking about,
Sometimes I have to bring it down. Yeah. But yeah,
I'm actually more comfortable now.
Okay.
Thank you.
No,
Hey.
Virginity needs to make a comeback because this is really with the prayer and the hope that it will make sisters keep their Bibles open and their legs closed when they don't have the out of getting an abortion.
Right.
Because what people are using abortion as a form of birth control.
Right.
The Heavenly Father says that let the man have his wife and they be fruitful and multiply.
Right.
If you keep your legs closed until you get married, then there's no such thing as a unwed single, mother, which is all throughout our community. So I'm personally like invested in this, and it's really a bad situation all around.
I was just talking about that this morning with my wife. I said married men don't even think about babies. I know I never thought about no babies until I was like, hey, all right, there's too many people for me to be responsible for now. I'm not that responsible. Let's chill out. Like I got 4 people I gotta take care of, and if something happened to y'all, everybody gonna look at me. But like just thinking about it, like even if they just say they made feticide a charge, let's say they overturn this, now feticide is a charge, and you want to promote keeping the sister's legs closed, Bibles open, then take away all of the stuff that promotes that.
That's
take
right.
away the wick, take away the epidurals, take away all of it. You got to have this baby. You don't get no wick until this baby is at least weaned. You got a wick. We're not giving you no formula. You got to feed it.
Formula shortage.
You know what I'm saying?
It all goes together. All of this is all together by the Most High's design.
All praise.
You took all that stuff that Esau did. He makes it very easy.
For you to
make your decisions, yeah.
He
makes it easy for it to be sexual deviance.
And then he had his hand. I didn't tell you to do it.
But I put it here for you. You could do it if you want to.
I set the whole system up for you to commit these acts.
Yes. So you're saying by taking these things away, it would force Israel, or especially our sister, to be accountable.
That's correct.
Right.
As far as keeping their legs closed, their Bibles open, and not being sexual deviants.
Right.
Being sexually loose with the vajayjay.
Because think about it. You say, first of all, we're not forcing you. We will charge you with murder if you terminate this pregnancy.
You're going to jail.
It's feticide. They got a word for it. Then it exists. Feticide. Second, once you get there, we not giving you no bunch of pain numbing
meds
to stop you from feeling it. The Lord said that you're going to know this thing, you're going to be humbled through childbearing, then you finna learn it. You're going to learn that it burn. You're going to learn the pain of pushing it. Then once you get it out, you feed it.
18 years. You got at least 18 years.
You gonna feed it till it's 3. We not giving you no assistance, especially if you not married, until this baby is of go to school age. Now you have to feed it. We're not giving you no money for formula.
Yeah.
We're not giving you no wick for you to go and sit. We're not giving you no free peanut butter and rice.
You ain't
and
getting nothing.
You ain't getting no juicy juice. You
If they do that, it's going to be a lot of kids in alleys. I'm telling you right now, because women to get rid of their kids.
Evil as hell.
Before Roe versus Wade, there was a lot of illegal abortions, and it just goes worldwide, right?
The hanger in the alley.
So this is the importance of fathers in the home to make sure that they are waking and taking care of their daughters. When I was young and growing up in the projects, there was a woman and her daughter that were both pregnant at the same time, living in the projects. Like that's how, and it's gotten worse since then.
Sheesh.
Right? And so my father sat me and my sister down, and he had said, listen, if me and your mother want to have another baby in this house, we're quite capable of doing it our own. So no one's bringing a baby in this house while I'm alive. And he'd let me and my sister both know that. So because of the lack of fatherhood and women being in subjection to their fathers and to their husbands, that's why we got all this foolishness going on.
Damn. Hey, can we, real quick, just for that post, Exodus chapter 21, show you something right there. Because what would you call that, Carmela? What's the name of that?
Feticide.
Feticide. Right? All right. Let's see what the Father says. Verse 22.
Yes, sir. Exodus chapter 21, verse 22. If men strive and hurt a woman with child.
So the scenario, you have men, they scrapping, as we say in the street, or there's an altercation between these two. Go ahead.
So that her fruit depart from her.
The fruit that's going into is the child in her womb.
Right.
So it says, if the fruit depart from her, go ahead.
And yet no mischief follow, he shall be surely punished.
So wait a minute, where did God say abortion is okay? Because they say that, hey, God says it. I forgot what thing that was.
The Turk dude,
said
the young Turks dude.
That God agrees
that God
with
said
abortion.
it's okay with abortion. Yeah.
Finish that
I
out.
don't remember where that's at though.
According as the woman's husband will lay upon him.
So I could beat you down.
Right.
And he shall pay as the judges determine.
You see that thing right there. So even at that part where it says, and yet no mischief fall. Now, was it intentional? Okay, or was this just
it was an
accident? Yeah. Okay, there's a difference there. Now the husband, you really tried to hurt my wife. Put this nigga to death. You understand? But nowhere in the Bible does it say that God agrees with abortion.
That's not in the
That's not in the scriptures right there.
As Deacon Asaph said, you're making things up.
Right.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
Hey, read that.
I'm killing the babies. Swimsuit wearing pro-choice protester called Crackhead Barney.
Crackhead Barney. Damn.
Screams and dangles doll as she and others target NYC Catholic churches after leaked documents suggested Supreme Court will end Roe versus Wade.
Come on, Kevin. Come on.
You can do it.
You can do
Blow it up before you can see.
Blow it up.
You can do it.
An outraged pro-choice protester sporting a one-piece bathing suit screamed, "I'm killing the babies," as she led a march of demonstrators targeting Catholic churches in New York City. God killed his son. Why can't I?
Oh, they the devil.
Hey,
Wait a minute.
These are those Black Lives Matter. They were just rallying for George Floyd 2 years ago.
Right.
Now they screaming they want to kill black babies.
And she not even saying that it's not a child, a baby. She's saying I'm killing the baby.
Right.
You know it's a baby.
And she implying she God. She trying to say, if God could do it, I could do it.
Right. Yeah. Wow.
The Queen of Heaven. Go ahead.
Damn.
The protester, NYC-based performance artist Crackhead Barney, repeatedly screamed as she dangled a baby doll during a Saturday morning demonstration outside the Basilica of St. Patrick's Old Cathedral. A smaller group of pro-life activists assembled on the steps of the iconic Manhattan Church, facing the abortion advocates, and prayed the rosary. They also sang the hymn, Ave Maria. Ave Maria.
Oh, dang.
The demonstrators came amid a call for protest at Catholic churches across the U.S. in response to the leaked Supreme Court draft opinion that would strike down the landmark 1973 ruling Roe versus Wade, which legalized abortion in the United States. All 6 conservative justices on the United States highest court are Catholic. Several pro-abortion groups pushed for actions outside of churches to kick off a week of action to protest the Supreme Court opinion, which is not yet final. The draft opinion, which was published by Politico on Monday, comes amid nearly 50 years of federal abortion protections and could change before the ruling is finalized in coming weeks.
Oh, so that's her right there.
Yeah.
It is the black.
So that's her with a mask on or something.
Yeah, with the mask on.
What's all that lumpy?
That's a sister.
That's the babies.
That's the baby. That's the fetus. That's supposed to be her womb. Hey, play the video, man.
Man, what's wrong with these?
There she go. There go the Queen of Heaven. There she goes.
With the blonde
Oh,
hair.
she a crackhead.
No.
for
Put it back.
real.
Put
What,
it
she
back.
got white hair or blonde hair?
That's
Look like
blonde hair.
blonde.
That's crack.
Zoom in
I
on
thought
her.
she was
Zoom
a
in.
dude.
Zoom in.
She
Zakai.
look a monster.
That's a monster. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
monster right there.
Drugs are involved.
Can you zoom in?
Crack. She told you.
Crackhead Barney. There she go.
She looked like a crackhead.
I want to see if
And
that's a
blonde.
man
Yeah, so it
holding
makes-
the mega horn for her, the bullhorn.
Of course it is. He's a
Some
Mitch.
simp, yeah, holding the bullhorn, a Mitch. Damn, she got the blonde hair. She half naked.
I saw her on the train yesterday. I mean Friday. Damn, on my way from work.
Go ahead, play the video, man.
She asked me for some change.
Come on. Go back.
What is
Come on.
this?
Viewer discretion is advised.
What is this?
Oh God.
What are they speaking in the bag?
They're singing a song.
Oh, that Ava Maria.
Ava Mama.
Ava Maria.
My Mama Mary.
From the hymnal.
All of them worshiping the white man.
She should have aborted that ugly behind she was.
She said, I'm killing them.
Now, stop it real quick. So, the big issue with abortion, why do black women want to abort their babies so bad?
Because
They don't want to have.
They don't want to have
responsibility.
no responsibility,
Period.
no accountability for raising that child that they had out of wedlock.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right.
They have no responsibility, man.
Hey.
They want the choice and the freedom to murder for their sexual lusts,
Right.
and for being a sexual deviant.
Right.
You understand?
Hey, you know what? And there's a comment that was made that says crack is whack. Whether crack or not, even in a sober mind, this is the mind state of a lot of our sisters.
It is.
All right, so it ain't just about the
Right.
crack.
Right. They're pro-abortion,
Pro-abortion, right?
pro-whoredom.
pro-whoredom.
Right.
Take away those quote-unquote liberties. You're rallying, you're half naked.
They call
you're
that
you're
liberty.
screaming all over the place.
Right.
That's what
Yeah,
they call
murder
liberty.
for you is liberty for you is murdering your child.
Right.
And random sex with random
And
people.
random sex with random people. That's the liberty. What is that? The women's liberation movement, right? I always wonder, what the hell are you really liberated from?
Right.
Nothing.
And the liberties that you got, some man still had to give it to you.
Like they in a gulag sweating, breaking rocks or something. Like, get out of here.
All you have liberty to do is be a hoe. That's what you have liberty to do. Be a hoe.
Yeah.
Without nobody saying
and
that.
a murderer. And some of y'all are mass murderers.
Yeah.
They got
And y'all are
bodies.
happy with that.
But the video said, "Ooh, double homicide." When the girl she aborted
yeah.
the twin, she talking about, "Ooh, double homicide."
Yeah.
It's been a setup from the beginning. So to break up the family with feminism is to destroy the Black, Latin man, and Native American Indian family. And so without that structure, when introducing with feminism, that is the reason why the woman feels like I don't need to have responsibility on my end, yet and still making sure that the man has responsibility on his end. We don't want to be accountable for the things that we need to be accountable for. The problem with this whole thing is that you say that you want pro-choice. You're pro-choice. The choice actually begins before the baby is conceived.
Yes.
You have the choice to open up your legs or not. You have the choice to say no. You have the choice on whether or not you're going to obey the commandments of God. You have the choice on whether or not you want to be a harlot. You have the choice on whether or not you want to maintain your virginity, your morals, your value, all that. And so the reason why we've gotten to this pro-choice is because you made a bad choice, and now you have to live with the consequences.
Yeah, it is.
That's what pro-choice is.
They dropped the bomb.
That's what I tell my kids. Like, y'all know what pro-choice is. You know the freedom of God gave you free will to either do what He said or don't.
Hey,
I call it the power of suggestion.
hey.
You have.
I'm sorry, Capo.
You have for instance, like the holidays. The holidays, everybody's off of work. They make it very convenient to celebrate Esau's wickedness. The stores are all closed down. You got 2 days for Thanksgiving. They make it very convenient for you to commit the sin and be ratchet and be sexual deviants, like with the abortion. You know, so
And
they
the
make it
morning
very
after pill.
easy for you to remain in your sin. So we got to fight that thing.
And you know, like the churches, they're gonna support that because they use those abortions to do cover-ups of like pedophilia or things that they be doing to kids where they have to do.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like Catholic churches, they have always
It was a
had
story
to
a couple
deal with
years
those
ago.
things.
So like all the bodies, the little baby bodies they had found in the Catholic
Church.
Yeah, like
And nobody speaks about that.
Yeah,
There's
nobody
no
wants to-
documentary.
Hush that. Yeah, sweep
BBC
that
ain't
under the
done a
rug.
documentary. SPL,
SPLC ain't say nothing.
nothing. Not a word.
just a bunch of baby skulls and nurses. I mean, with the
Under the
nuns
church.
like this.
Right. Hey,
I bury mine out there. I mean,
Hey, Jerome Harrison said they liberated from the natural law of God. Hey, what's so heavy about that? I think, Mama, you had brought that out of the comment that she made. She said, "You are killing my uterus." Where does the Lord say? Like, we just gonna keep hitting on this thing about the abortion. Can we get that? 1 Timothy 5. I'll show you something. Let's see what the Lord said. Let's see what the Lord said.
Don't forget about the morning after pill too.
The plan B.
And
oh yeah, you got
Yeah.
96 hours.
Don't.
Eat this.
That's
Terrorizing
Drink this.
my uterus. Is that what you said?
Damn.
You're terrorizing my
Yeah,
uterus.
Yes,
you're
terrorizing
my uterus.
my uterus.
Terrorizing my uterus.
So for you Christians out there, we're going to go to the New Testament. Let's see what our Heavenly Father
a
says.
pro-choice Christian.
Pro-choice Christian. Let's see what God says. Does he say abortion? Let's see what he says.
What verse you want, okay?
I'm on verse 14, just the top part.
Yes, sir. 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 14. I will therefore that the younger women marry.
Stop right there. That's not happening today.
Right.
The Christian, the pro-choice Christian will tell you, come as you are.
I could do what I want.
I could do what I want to do. All is welcome here.
I could date who I want.
I could date who I want. Have 3 to 4 boyfriends on the side.
Yep.
But God says, I will therefore that the younger women marry.
So you need a hedge. You need a hedge.
Right. You need a hedge. So what else does the Lord say? Keep going.
Bear children.
No, abort children.
Bear children.
No, my uterus is being destroyed by children.
Bear children.
God says, bear children. Have children. Go through the birth pains. Bring forth the servants of the Lord back on the face of this planet. That is what the commandment of the Lord says. Bear children. And what else?
Guide the house.
And do what?
Guide the house.
No role reversal.
Be in the street. Be in the streets all damn day.
Guide the house.
Oh no, they take that as they supposed to be in charge. Right. The Lord said, I'm supposed to guide.
I guide you, nigga. Damn.
They interpret that wrong.
But they don't need none of the first part. They only read and guide the house.
Right.
That's me.
And that go right back to Proverbs 31:27. Go ahead.
Give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully.
Well, damn, they just threw that out the window because we're seeing it now.
Right.
The black woman is.
We are a reproach.
We're
now.
a reproach.
Well,
to the
I'm
heathen.
married with baby daddies, baby mom. There's no such thing. You never hear about a single Chinese woman.
Right.
Or a
Not
single
at
baby
all.
mama, baby mama East Indian woman.
Right.
It don't exist for them.
No.
I'm just
But,
realizing
and then
Paul,
when you see it all in the TV shows, movies, our sisters are always single with some kids or something.
Right.
But you know what's funny what you said about that? We don't see it, but China put out an article. If that woman is not 30, is she not married by the time she's 30? We don't want her because she's Americanized and she's probably a hoe. And they push them. They be like, "We good." You know what? You want to be the American lifestyle? You live that lifestyle.
Go over there.
Right. But they take they women. They like by the time they 30, they expect them to be already married and beginning to help raise families. If you not in that, like this, that came before they started all the crush the effeminate men. They was first like. All these women who want to go out and they want to be business successful, you want to do all this. By the time they hit 30 and they ain't married, they already done found out that they probably not gonna be married in the Chinese society.
Can he read 15 with that? Could you read the next verse with it, please?
Yes, verse 15. For some are already turned aside after Satan.
So if you're not doing that top part,
you can hang it up.
You running.
You going full fledged head first.
Satan leading you.
You run
You
with
and
the
Satan
devil.
hugging spiritually.
You spiritual. What they say? I'm spiritual.
Hey, that
Right.
verse
But the
14,
Christian-
Paul is showing that bear children, he get it from Genesis.
Yes.
What the Most High told
Yes.
So Eve.
Eve and Adam.
right.
Be fruitful and multiply. Right. Ain't nothing changed.
Hey, but I want to clarify because, they may be saying, well, the Bible says she's to guide the house. So we want to clear all things, because
Right.
they like to twist the Lord's words. Let's go back to Proverbs 31.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what that guide the house is going into. Look at verse 27.
Sir, Proverbs chapter 31, verse 27.
This is guide the house.
She looketh well to the ways of her household.
Read.
And eateth not the bread of idleness.
She's not just sitting on her behind all damn
On
day, eating
Facebook.
bonbons on Facebook, on the damn phone all day. She's teaching her children. The house is clean. The food is cooked. The clothes are washed and pressed. You ain't
running
sleeping
her
on the
mouth.
same damn sheets for damn 3, 4, 5, 6 damn weeks. Ooh. The bathroom is clean.
Some nappy hard sheets, boy.
Smell like pine salt in the
Don't
bathroom.
smell like piss all through the damn house.
Dirty diapers all in the trash. The trash stinking.
Her Lord's food is prepared as the man is getting off work. It's already set up for him. The children aren't disturbing him when he's sitting down eating his meal.
A cat.
Everything is in a line.
And you said the sister here. She said something about she's not happy or something like that. Or she has to give up something.
Which one?
She got to give him crack.
She got to give up crack.
Because she ain't going to be able to buy it no
My
more.
point is this: when sisters now go into this entrepreneurial thing and they're
That
doing their own
spirit,
thing, they're strong, independent women. Are they really happy? Are they happy being alone and trying to struggle and survive on their own? No, because you're out of your natural, God-given divine role.
They all just
Your
going.
divine, God-given role is to what? Marry, and bear children and guide the house. You ain't doing that. You want to be in the man's role.
Not
the man's
rule the
supposed
house.
to be out there fighting the world,
Right.
and bringing the spores back to his home.
Right.
But you are so what's the word? You don't want to be in subjection to a man, a Lord, a God on the earth. You say, I'm gonna just take the man role and do it myself. I could raise these babies by myself. I could pay all the bills by myself. I could do it all alone. Then you try man after man. They run through you and leave you. Now you're bitter.
Yeah.
Now you're upset. Now you're angry. Now men ain't ish. You understand? But those are the choices you made.
But Captain Amaziah, I remember in the Christian church where the Christian church literally perpetuates that. You know, you can do bad by yourself. And I remember my third son out of wedlock, I was a member of a church. And they
You was
sent
paying
me-
tithes too, wasn't you?
I was paying tithes. And they sent me a beautiful bouquet of flowers.
On
and
Mother's Day?
No, for congratulations on having the baby. It's like, I ain't got no husband.
So you just commit fornication all over the church.
And you sent me
and they
this
congratulate
beautiful-
you.
They
Yeah.
like, shoot, your tithing helped on this little basket.
That part.
Yeah, they
That
took your
part, but,
tithes and bought you a basket.
They literally go out of their way because, again, who is the major funder to the Christian church? The single black woman.
Right.
She's funding it.
Right, and they put no difference between the clean and the unclean.
Right.
So,
Yes.
So they do what they. Good.
So when you go back to 1 Timothy 5, and it said that I would have the younger women marry. Where else they perpetuate it is that we tell our daughters, go and live your life. Like, go and
be free.
Go, yeah, like
Go
you
try the world out.
You too young to be getting tied down, but now she wondering why she can't get enough of, because she done been filling up all these different rods now. Now her, you know what I'm saying? Like her whole psyche and her spirit is jacked up. Versus
Jacked up.
you wouldn't know what you wouldn't know what a real big one was if the man that you married, you would only know this one.
Right. And now imagine this: every man after that big one is short.
You ain't in my
And
uterus
it doesn't
enough.
measure up now.
Right, you gotta hit.
Hey, it was
Now
a
she's
picture.
bitter.
She mad because he can't
It's
touch.
already opened up now.
Hey,
It
but
can't-
if you,
it's-
but going back to what officer said, and I know we joking, but I mean it's the truth. But going back to what you said, she's been through so many relationships that are psyche. You know how that spirit of each man is there. So you've had the beginnings. Oh, the wow factor. Okay, you know that
highs,
the
the
highs,
lows.
the lows, and then the end of a relationship where it's all emotions. Your mind is all over the board.
yeah, your mind is
That thing
everywhere.
is that's crazy.
the interview.
Right.
Play the interview first.
Yeah.
No,
Hey.
no, that one right there.
Right. So hold on. Pause it. I want to get you sisters account. What do you guys see pertaining to this abortion stuff that we've been touching about? What's your views on it?
I already let them.
Did they already? Yeah. No, waiting on them.
Why you ain't talking today?
Yeah.
Yeah, you quiet.
Because she gained out
Because
on
she a
orange.
seed and she planted in the ground.
Oh, okay. For abortion is
I'm sorry, sis. Let me rephrase. Being that you have daughters, you guys have daughters. Okay.
in that aspect. I talk to all my daughters about that. Well, Mimi them are too little, but in their little own mind, Mimi wants to be married and be a mother and all this stuff. Why you laughing? Because that's all they see, right? So that's the only example that they see. I remember one time she was at the house talking about, Daddy, when I get married, and daddies don't want to hear that. He was like, be quiet, you go to school, you ain't gonna be doing that right now. But I understand. But as far as abortions and the world that we live in, it does take effect. I have the first time I experienced abortion, not me personally, but I was in 11th grade and my best friend had got pregnant and her mother, okay, I'm a preacher's kid, so that was my upbringing was different. So her mother, I didn't even know we was going there. We got to the clinic or whatever, and I was like, what are
you
we
were with
doing?
her?
I was with her.
Okay.
It was
she got
her.
pregnant?
No. Are you serious? No, when we went to this clinic, but I didn't know what we was going for. She just said, I want you to come with me. I want your support. And I was like, okay, not paying attention. I don't know where my mind was. Right. And then we got there. It was me, her, and her mom. And I was like reading all the stuff. And I was like looking at her. I was like, what what is going on?
They explained it to you.
She about to blend that uterus up.
Yes, and so come to find out, I was like her third one that her mother had took her to.
Her third?
Third one.
Oh, you was hanging with the neighborhood.
Hoochie mama.
Look, I ain't, no, not really. They had just moved there from Tampa. She had just moved there.
But you was still hanging with her.
Look,
I did not know her like that.
I ain't said you did.
He was at the abortion clinic.
I was, but I did not know I was going there. She just asked me to come with her, and then once we got there, I realized where we were, and I was just like tripping out, like what the heck, you know? And
So you
she
see the
left.
Fruit Ninja pictures on the wall, like you can Fruit Ninja your baby.
And then people was just, I was just amazed at how people was sitting there just talking like it was like normal.
Yeah. And this was years ago. This was 30 years ago.
This was like 30 years ago. I was in there
So
tripping out. I couldn't tell my parents. I called my brothers and was like, "Do you know?" Da-da-da-da-da. He was like, "You can't hang with her no more." Like my brother was like, "Hell no, you can't hang with her no more." XYZ, blah blah blah. But they was just in there like just talking like it was normal.
Chop that
That
uterus.
sister you talking about, right, had 3 abortions. Play this video and see the mindset today. See, that's either got better or worse.
Yes.
Oh, it's definitely worse.
Do you believe in abortion after birth?
Come on, sound.
I can't hear it.
Start it over. Start it over.
Whatever the woman wants to.
Can we get sound?
Do you believe in abortion after birth? Would you?
It's low.
Oh yeah, it's low
Whatever
though.
the woman wants to choose to do, that's her
We
choice.
can't hear it.
At
We can
any point
barely
of the
hear.
child's life?
Whatever a woman want to choose to
Any
do.
the point of the.
You gonna read it?
Do you believe in abortion after birth? Would you support that?
I believe in
Could barely
whatever
hear
the
it.
woman
Can y'all
wants
hear
to
it?
choose.
Can y'all hear it?
Nah, I can barely hear
That's
it.
her
I can't hear it
choice.
She
either.
said whatever
At any
a
point of the
woman
child's
chooses
life?
to do, she
At any
believes
point of the
she
lady's
should be
life,
able to
that's
do it.
her choice.
To kill another person's body?
It's gonna always be her choice.
Wow.
Even after the baby's
It'd be
born.
her choice.
It's always her choice.
So if they're 2 years old,
If the baby's 2
always
years
her
old,
choice.
it's
I can
always
kill my
her
2-year-old.
Oh
choice.
Lord.
It's a woman's right to choose.
It's a woman's right
kill
to choose, she said.
their
Rather
child
than murder is
at
murder.
any point.
A 2-year-old.
Yes, a 2-year-old. She
But
said it's
do you
a
believe in
woman's
abortion
right
after-
to choose.
I'm telling you, that's going back to
Yeah.
the Leviticus 20 when they talk about the set their kids onto fire.
18 and 20.
But that goes back.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
women are, some women are crazy because she was just trying to prove her point to be right.
She gonna stand on that budge.
Exactly. When she said a 2-year-old, she just wanted to prove her,
And yeah, and a lot of
her
sisters are like that.
point.
Right,
They
right.
gotta be right.
like
Right.
she don't even realize what she's saying. She just
Right.
she realized it.
But even in the world, I didn't agree with that because, like, when you say it's your choice, so not so much the abortion, but it's like you say, the man said, I don't want a child. So what if the man, again, I don't agree with abortion. And even in the world, my mindset was the same. But if you say, the man said, I don't want a child, everything is your choice, but then you forcing him to have this child. And then you
And he ain't got
forcing
no
him-
choice.
He ain't got no choice. Like, it's crazy. It's
You ain't got
again,
no choice.
Right.
Pay this child support.
We are created to have a head over us because anything else is destruction.
Hey.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
We used to scream Black Power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.